What's up, guys? Your boys are back. I'm Ryan, my man George.
What's saying, guys? How you living out there, man? Shout out to the free thinkers. Shout out to everybody out there rocking with the channel.
As always, guys, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Make sure it's set to all, guys, so you get all our videos as they drop. If you are an artist or a band that would like us to cover their music, kind of like the one we're going to do today, man, make sure you check out the information below. We can definitely get you hooked up, or we can do a pre-roll, you know, put you in front of one of our up-and-coming videos. We do about 60 seconds of your song. We could do that too, man. Either way, whichever one you're interested in, make sure you check out the link below. All right, guys, so we are doing Boy Soda is the name of the artist that we're doing today, man. He's doing a cover of Panic at the Disco's I Write Sins, Not Tragedies.
Okay.
I don't remember that song. Do you remember that song?
I remember the
is it an old song?
It's an old little punkish pop punk song. I think like maybe early 2000, mid 2000s. I want to say. Closing a goddamn door. I remember the chorus of that song. So okay, and he's doing an R&B rendition of it, because I'm assuming, because Boy Soda says here, his team said he does like Aussie R&B. So, I mean, again, it's probably R&B, and it just happens to be, Aussie R&B happens to be R&B that's performed by Australians, I'm assuming. I don't think it's a specific type of change in the way they do R&B, but I could be wrong. So, Australia is representing R&B, and that's the first time I think we could ever say that that's been done on this channel, to my knowledge.
Yeah, I don't know.
So, shout out to Australia.
Yeah, buddy.
And doing, so an R&B artist, first of all, we're doing an Australian artist, then we're doing an Australian artist that does R&B who's doing a cover of a pop punk song. So very different for us right now today. And shout out to Triple J. Triple J it looks like it's an Australian radio station, if I'm not mistaken, and they have a segment on their show, I think, called Like a Version. So he's doing a version of Panic at, he's doing his own R&B rendition, I believe, of, you know, Panic at the Disco's I Write Sins, Not Tragedies. So very interested in this one. We love R&B on this channel,
buddy.
Don't get it fucked up. We don't get it. We don't get a chance to do R&B reactions as much, just because the demand isn't necessarily there for us. But outside the channel, oh man, we are R&B heads. So I'm excited for this one, man. So shout out to Boy Soda. And if you guys like what you hear today, make sure you check out Boy Soda's information in the description. Let's get into it. Boy Soda covering Panic at the Disco's I Write Sins, Not Tragedies. Let's get into it. Sound like Sweet Love for a quick second. The beginning. Like a tiny desk. Yes. Yep. Yeah. Okay. Man right there. Okay.
Well, imagine as I'm pacing the pews in the church corridor, and I can't help but to hear, no, I can't help but to hear an exchanging of words. What a beautiful wedding, what a beautiful wedding, says the bridesmaids to a waiter. What a shame the poor groom's bride is a I chime in with the haven't you people ever heard of closing the goddamn door. No, it's much better to face these kinds of things with a sense of poison rationality. I chime in, haven't you people ever heard of closing the goddamn door. No, it's much better to face these kinds of things with a sense of
shout out to everybody. Shout out to everybody. Everybody doing their thing.
They got that good home cooking right there, boy.
Everybody.
I think it's a very smoothed out jam too. The way that the groove and George, you mentioned the basses.
Shout out to the basses.
During that chorus, I guess that was the chorus breakdown right there. Yeah, that was nasty right there, boy.
Drumming is slick, it's smooth. You know what I mean? Shout out to the saxophonist, the guitar, man. Everybody's doing their thing.
Yeah,
boy doing his thing.
Yeah, man. That's smooth.
You know, this is right up our alley. This is easy. Very easy for us. All right, let's get back to it.
I chime in, haven't you people ever heard of closing the goddamn door? No, it's much better to face these kinds of things with a sense of well, in fact, if you look at it this mean, I was technically your marriage saved. Yeah, this goes for so pour that champagne. Well, in fact, if you look at it this way, I mean technically your marriage is saved. Yeah, this goes for So pour that champagne. I chime in with the haven't you people ever heard
comfortable
of?
up there, like I get it.
Closing the goddamn door, no. It's much better face these kinds of things with a sense of poison rationality. I chime in, haven't you people ever heard of? Closing the goddamn door, no. It's much better to face these kinds of things with a sense of poison rationality.
They sound great, man.
I chime in with the. Said I chime in with the poison rationality. I chime in with the haven't you people ever heard of? Closing the goddamn door, no. It's much better to face these kinds of things. What is it that? I chime in.
That'd be my
Closing the goddamn door, no. Much better to face these kinds of things with a sense of. Don't look selfish, you know it. I'm just not ready for you to go yet. Don't look selfish, baby. I'm
They sound great, man.
just not ready to go yet. Poison rationality.
Oh yeah.
I knew the keys was gonna come in. Yeah.
Yeah, man. They jammed the hell out on that.
Shout out to everybody responsible for that right there. Boy Soda.
buddy.
All the musicians on that. That sounded great.
Yeah, they killed that, man. By any chance, man, can you play a little bit of the original just so I can have that?
Yeah.
Just so I can have it, because I don't remember ever hearing Panic at the Disco. Sounds familiar, like the band name, but I don't know if I've heard. I write sins, not tragedies.
Well, imagine as I'm pacing the pews in a church corridor, and I can't help but to hear, no, I can't help but to hear an exchanging of words.
I love you too.
What a beautiful wedding! What a beautiful wedding, says a bridesmaid to a waiter. But what a shame the poor groom's bride is a whore. I chime in with the haven't you people ever heard of? Closing a damn door, no, it's much better to face these kinds
Nah, I haven't heard that
one.
Yeah, that's very, very different.
Yeah, that's a stark difference right there. You know what I mean?
We'll
So
just
that's,
leave it at that. We'll just say it's different.
yeah, that's like a pop, like
Pop, punkish.
punk, yeah, pop
Slightly.
punkish song. You know what I mean? And this is like straight up R&B. You know what I mean? So, Boy Soda, can you go back and remake a whole? I could give you a list of songs to kind of do a rendition of, like a jazzed out R&B rendition of. I can give you a whole list of old songs
That need it.
that I would be like, because I much prefer to listen to what I just heard. You bodied that. You know what I mean? Obviously, it's different. I'm making jokes, guys, but so no disrespect to Panic at the Disco, man. It seemed like, what was that?
Oh, no, they rich. They rich.
425 million views on that shit.
They going. They doing just fine.
Yeah, so they doing good. You know what I mean? But I really enjoyed the jazzed out, you know what I mean, R&B sound of this, man, because the musicians really made it kind of like an intimate type of sound, and it was real mellow, but still upbeat and jazzy enough to make you bounce. You know what I mean? It was just, especially the basses, man. That boom, 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 boom. It was going on them little runs, man, and it was just nasty, man. But everybody did their thing. I like the horns. Involvement in there, because a lot of times horns are so powerful that they overpower the music. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But it was so smoothed out. You know what I mean? And jazzy, man. Drummer. Shout out to the drummer, because she had a nice little slick cymbal work as she was in that groove. everybody did their thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Boy Soda did his thing, man. You know, at times there you had little runs, especially when the music stopped. He had his little own vibe and flavor on his rendition of this song. So I think everybody did their thing, man. I enjoyed that thoroughly.
Yeah, that is just easy. That is like easy for us to just enjoy. You know what I'm saying? R&B. I told Ryan when the song first started, it reminded me a little bit, slightly of Anita Baker's Sweet Love, just the way it kind of came in with the, just I think with the horns coming in, if I'm not mistaken. And Boy Soda, you might as well just get you should just get your house slippers, get your house coat. You was comfortable up there, man. You were doing just whatever you wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? Like hitting pitches and, you know what I mean, different acrobatics, you know what I mean, vocally, man. You were just trying different things up there. I could tell that you felt really at home is the point I'm trying to make. So just get your house coat, your slippers, the next time you perform, you know what I mean? So, and I think the musicians made it very easy for you to feel that way. You know what I mean? They created such a comforting environment, right? The musicianship was very high level there, but it was so smooth, so mellow that it felt comforting and sort of enveloping at the same time. And I think that allowed Boy Soda to just feel like he's at home. And, you know, I think that I'm sure that there were things that they were doing that was improv, that the stopping of the music and letting him kind of croon and then getting back into the groove. I'm sure there's certain things that were improv that enhanced that as well for me. So I thought that this was great. Now, I don't know in terms of Boy Soda's music specifically, because I know this was a cover of Panic at the Disco. So I'm curious to know if this is Boy Soda's style. You know what I mean? Is he sort of, I know he's R&B, but his R&B is a wide genre. Is he upbeat? Is he more slick, jazzy? I would think that this is probably closer to what we can expect from him. It looks like he has an album coming out, right? Soul Star is going to be coming out October 3rd, and he has a track apparently called Lil Obsession. Lil Obsession. Let's play a little bit of that just to see, because I'm curious about now that we've kind of got an idea of how he sings and his tone. I think he has a nice tone, crooning type of tone. I'm curious to see what his sound musically would be. So let's see. So this came out 6 months ago? It was released, Lil Obsession. Let's just see here.
The wind's on outside, we're playing with caution. Clouds in the sky, they were trying to warn me. Wrong time, ain't no such thing as right versus wrong time.
Okay.
See me, do you see me? Or you treat love like it's just a noun. And karma's coming back around. If we go to contact, I don't take no pleasure. And the rest is something destiny and my discretion.
And it sounds like that sounds good.
Yeah, it
that
does.
sounds good, and it sounds like you use live instrumentation as well.
Sounds like it, yep.
That feels very live to me. Like it was done and obviously played in in studio live, but live it felt like, which just adds a timeless quality to it, man. I think you sounded good.
I thought he sounded really good.
That might be playlist for that Little Obsession.
The way he came in on that though, boy, he reminded me of my boy, who sang Brown Sugar? What's his name? D'Angelo. That's who he reminded me of. The way, the pauses and how he was singing. I was like, yeah, I don't know if you got any inspiration from D'Angelo, but go back and, for those who know, go back and,
Come on.
Yeah, D'Angelo had that style. It was more of a style
in
how he sang it, with the pauses and, and let the, his approach to the music was unique. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what it reminded me of, the way this started, the pauses and how he was approaching the song musically. I was like, yeah, buddy, that's right up there. It was just smooth. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm interested to see what this project's gonna be about.
Lil Obsession. I'm gonna listen to that full song, but just so you guys know, again, the name of that track is Lil Lil Obsession, and that came out about 6 months ago, and apparently it's been making waves, and I can see why. It sounds really good. It's like it has a throwback feel, but still the way he approached it made it kind of feel modern. He has his own little style. But it also, in terms of the live instrumentation, which is what's been a lost art in a lot of R&B, made it feel like old school bands that had horns and all these instruments, man. So I'm really curious about that. And yeah, man,
That
that
shit was-
so
Yeah, I'm excited, bro.
shout out to Boy Soda and his team. If you guys enjoyed that video, man, I'll have the link for that performance with Panic at the Disco, and I'll throw in the link as well with Little Obsession, and his information in general will be in the description. And that's it. If you guys enjoyed that, please hit the like button. If you have subscribed, please subscribe. I'm George. That's Ryan. Las Vegas.
We out.